Hey guys, it's Greta here, ladies relationship coach, and today I wanted to talk about the power games and why it's so important to be, as I say, not a bitch, not a doormat, but the girl in between, a woman of high value. Because if you're a bitch, a very clever guy will sense it and it's not gonna work. If you are behaving like a doormat, he will just walk all over you. I read the saying, it's really good. People, if you're gonna let people walk all over you, they will walk all over you and they will complain that you are not laying flat enough. I mean, this is what happens with doormats. When you girls let a guy walk all over you and start doing everything for him, you putting him first and you making him into your whole life, this is what we do. We start walking all over you and we start complaining that you're not laying flat enough, right? And when it comes to a bitch, if she's mean, if she's constantly trying to make the guy jealous, if she's canceling, if she's not considerate, if she's just constantly, she's being selfish and she's being bitchy and all of that and rude, the guy will sense it, and the guy who respects and values himself, he's just not gonna put up with that girl. Okay, so this is why it's so important to be in between. In between is when you are being a challenge, you are not letting him walk all over you. You're being fair. You're using your logic in the relationship. The heart will be there anyway. If you're falling in love with him, you will fall in love with him. Doesn't matter how much logic you use, the heart is there, but it's better to use the logic, because with logic, things make sense and it just makes everything clear for us. Whereas when we follow, as we say, our gut or the heart is insecure, the heart is needy. You don't know, is it your gut talking, or is it your insecurities, neediness, or maybe your friends' insecurities, and so on. It gets very emotional and mixed, and it's just not gonna work. So follow the logic. The heart is gonna be there anyway. If he is cool, you'll fall in love with him anyway. Okay, so so this lovely girl has made a comment on my video and I wanted to read it for you guys. You mentioned in the video to not react if a guy starts playing these games with you. Sorry. What do you do if you are playing these games on a guy and he knows what you are up to so he doesn't react to you? That's a very good question. And this is what I'm talking about, girls. It's better if you're playing a little game, as I say, or if you're putting yourself first, if you're just trying to create some mystery in a relationship, because mystery is the power of seduction, right? It has to be genuine. When we put ourselves first, when we go for our goals and ambitions, it's not really a game. It's like a genuine game, because you, for example, maybe you're so busy you don't have time to reply to his messages straight away. Maybe you're when you're not giving him, like, let's say the guy says, what are you up to? And you're not giving him your whole life story in one message. Again, as I say, you're creating the mystery. His mind is wandering again. So I would say, I would call these games kind of good for you games that create the power of seduction, the mystery, that make you a challenge. I would say, yeah, like these games, I would call them good for you games, good for relationship. It doesn't harm. It's great. It's just gonna make him more attracted to you. It's high value games. I would even call them like that. Sorry. But if you are making, let's say, a guy jealous and you are doing it very obviously or on purpose, these games are like low value games, because If the guy is clever, he will see it straight away. And if he's clever, if he values himself, if he respects himself, it can really, really backfire, and you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose. You're just gonna dig yourself a hole and fall right in it. Okay, if, however, the guy is not a challenge, he's insecure, he's needy, he's not that confident, and you're playing that game on him, he might start chasing you more. He might start behaving pathetic and run after you. But as I'm saying, like, if you're a high value woman, you will most likely want a high value man. And if you're making a high value man jealous, on purpose, he will obviously see it. He will give you no reaction. He might even punish you for it, and you basically just digged yourself a hole and fell right into it. And the reason I'm saying that is because I was actually watching this guy. He's a dating coach. I won't say his name, but the video is called Keep Your Girls in Check, the 2-week punishment rule, no contact. So I have watched a few of his videos, and he is basically telling guys how to have self-respect and self-value, and not to let a girl walk all over them. All right? Or let's say if a girl starts acting too bitchy, how to keep her in check. Okay, so I would call these type of guys challenges. These are the high value guys who, let's say he asked you out, he arranged a date for you, and you canceled on him last minute. Okay, now he's like, okay, hold on a minute, you canceled on me last minute. This is kind of unacceptable because I made so much effort for you. Now, shall I let it go? Was it genuine? Or are you being a bitch, and should it have consequences? Okay, so if he figures out that you are being a bitch and it's having consequences, he will try and gain his respect back. He will be like, no, I want you to respect me. I want you to appreciate what you're giving to me. Okay, so what this guy is saying, if you're dating a girl for a while and she cancels on you or does something disrespectful, give her 2 weeks of no contact punishment rule. Now, obviously, 2 weeks of no contact, that's really tough. And this is why I'm saying to you girls, do not play these low value games on man, because you can really dig yourself a hole if he's a challenge. So if you're being, let's say, a bitch and you're playing these games and he's giving you 2 weeks of no contact rule, you will obviously be crushed, and it's very, very hard to handle. However, there is another tip that I would like to give you, ladies. If the guy is giving you 3 or 4 days of no contact, I would look at it as he needs space, because 2, 3, 4 days, it's kind of natural for a guy to pull away from you from time to time and just like not contact you for a couple of days, especially if you just had some loving time together. Sorry. If the guy is giving you a week of no contact, in my opinion, this is already a game. He's trying to check, are you insecure? He's trying to see, are you needy? Are you going to chase after him? How are you going to respond? How much do you need him? And so on. Maybe he's punishing you. It could be that he's punishing you for something as well. However, I would say if the guy is giving you a week of no contact, look at it as he is playing a game or he is testing you. And just go with it and give him no reaction to it whatsoever. When he gets in contact with you in that week, after that week, just, play along with it. Just be like, oh yeah, just been so busy, just been doing my own thing. Oh hey, like you didn't even notice that a week has passed that he didn't contacted you. However, if the guy is giving you more than 10 days of no contact and he is pushing it to 2 weeks because he is punishing you, or you're playing a power game, who's right or something like that, that is too much. That is, anything can happen in these 2 weeks. Okay, like a crisis can happen. A family member could, it could be a lot of bad things that could happen in those 2 weeks. And if you're playing a power game and you're in a relationship where you should be supporting one another, I think that's way too much. So what I would do, if the guy is giving you no contact for more than a week, and he gets in contact after, I would just tell him, I'm sorry, but this is not working for me. It's just like, I would just put my boundaries straight away. I would be like, no. If it's longer than a week, I understand that for a week you want to play some games and see some power here or there, this and that, that's fine. You have your game. But if it's longer than a week, it's unacceptable, and it's just not working for me. And yeah, basically I would break up with him. And I would suggest you ladies to do the same, because you have to put your boundaries in a relationship. And I'm so sorry. And obviously, if he really loves you and all of that, he will step it up and he's not gonna let you go just like that. So yeah, so with this guy, 2 weeks of no punishment rule, it would not work for the ladies that I coach, because I believe that 2 weeks is too much. And if you're gonna let a guy to get away with 2 weeks, next time he might throw you like a month of no contact rule. Actually, I had a conversation with my dad, who is a big alpha male, challenge, blah blah blah, all of that, a bit old-fashioned and stuff like that. And I was talking to him about the power games, and I said, what if he thinks he's right and you think you're right, or you believe he's right, but I believe that I'm right, but he is acting arrogant. You have to like play this power game of no contact and basically put your foot down saying that I'm right. And my dad said, yes, Greta, you have to make a point that what he did is wrong and that you're right, and the best thing to do is to do that power game of no contact and let a man get in contact with you first. And then he said, if you want respect in a relationship, you have to do it even if it's gonna take a month or 3 months. I was just like, thinking, oh my God, like this is how this alpha male, he was a professional athlete, he's a criminal lawyer, like he's a powerful man, this is how these powerful guys think, and now this guy as well, this dating coach for man as well, he's like, if the girl has been disrespectful to you, you give her 2 weeks of punishment, no contact, and I'm like, oh my God, no, no, that's unacceptable, that's ridiculous. This is why to you ladies I'm saying, like, if a guy, you have to stop these things, like you have to prevent it. You can't be torturing yourself for 3 months, 2 months, or 2 weeks. That's just unacceptable. Life's too short for that, So I would say a week of no contact, fine, I'll play along. 2 weeks of no contact, I'm sorry, hon, but I deserve more than that, and it's just not working for me. You basically break things. You basically break up with him by putting your boundaries in. And and if he realizes that it was too much, and if he really loves you, he's just not gonna let you go, and he will be like, okay babe, I was wrong, we have this deal from now on. Okay, so I hope you liked this video, ladies. I answered the first question completely free, so please WhatsApp me or Skype me your question, and my links are around this video. Please don't email me your questions, girls, because I just don't have time to reply to the emails. It takes too long. On WhatsApp or Skype, I can just leave a voice message with my answer, fast, quick, and detailed, and just saves all the hassle of typing. Also, ladies, today I wanted to share with you, since quite a few asked last time what lipstick am I wearing. So I wanted to share the name of the lipstick. The top that I'm wearing is from Oasis. This lovely thing is from Accessorize. This ring, oh my god, this ring, it looks like, my dad says, like, Greta, it looks like you're wearing a huge diamond. This ring is from Portugal. It's from the beach, Portugal beach, and it's actually made, this is made out of cork, but I find it so pretty and unique. It's like one of my favorite rings. And the lipstick that it's this one, and it's called Divine Liquid Lip Color Retro Matte. I'm not sure, can you see? Does it zoom in? Maybe it doesn't. Okay, so it's basically, it looks like this. I love it. It's got this matte color, and it doesn't really crack. My lips are quite dryish, and when I put the lipstick on, like 2 hours later, it starts really cracking. And with this one, it cracks a tiny bit, but I can still get away with it. So I'm just really happy I found this one, and I'm definitely buying more of these. So that's what it is. Thank you so much for watching, lovely ladies, and have a beautiful day. Kisses from London.